In the year 1821, when Louis Vuitton was born, the grandeur of the French court had already declined, but the lingering fragrance of the last empire still permeated the air. During the era of Napoleon, the goal of making France the most powerful empire seemed difficult to achieve, but Louis Vuitton continued the spirit of the empire and established one of the greatest brands in French history. A boy named Louis Vuitton was born in the small town of Ancay near the Swiss border. His father was a farmer, and his mother was a milliner. Unfortunately, after the early death of his mother, his father's second wife subjected him to various forms of abuse. At the age of 14, Louis Vuitton, originally a carpenter, embarked on a journey on foot, making a living through odd jobs. He eventually arrived in Paris and began several years of apprenticeship in a luggage workshop. It was during the reign of Napoleon III that the expansive French territory and the arrival of the steam industrial revolution made train travel the preferred hobby of the French aristocracy. However, the traditional travel trunks caused inconvenience for the nobles. Either the trunks wrinkled their clothes, or the luggage repeatedly fell during the train's bumps. No. Louis Vuitton, clever in packing luggage for the nobles, caught the attention of Empress Eugenie, wife of Napoleon III, and became her personal luggage craftsman, laying the foundation for his future entry into high society. In 1854, Louis Vuitton established his own luggage workshop in Paris, where he revolutionarily created the flat-topped leather trunk and opened the first store in Paris. Just like today, his designs were quickly copied, and the flat-topped square trunk became a trend. Louis Vuitton's trunks initially featured a gray canvas lining, a convenient and theft-resistant innovation. Soon, the Trianon gray canvas trunk became popular among the upper class in Paris, becoming the preferred choice for noble travel. In 1869, the Khedive of Egypt, Ismail Pasha, ordered a set of Louis Vuittons. In 1877, the Russian Crown Prince Nicholas also placed an order. King Alfonso XII of Spain also specially ordered Louis Vuitton trunks. Some say the monogram canvas was Louis Vuitton's first design style and its eternal classic. Since 1896, due to rampant counterfeiting, Louis Vuitton officially introduced the monogram canvas design with a brand logo. From then on, the monogram canvas became the ultimate symbol of the brand. In 1996, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the birth of the intertwined monogram logo, Louis Vuitton's president at the time, Saint Castelli, invited 7 renowned avant-garde designers from around the world to design new styles of bags featuring the intertwined monogram logo. Each design by these 7 designers later became the foundation for Louis Vuitton to conquer global fashionistas. Louis Vuitton's son, Georges Vuitton, showed an inventive talent from a young age. In 1890, he invented the special Lock 5 tumbler, allowing all luggage of a customer to be opened with a single key. In 1914, Louis Vuitton's former small workshop finally became the world's largest travel leather goods store on the Champs-Élysées in Paris. Soon, Louis Vuitton stores opened in New York, Washington, London, Mumbai, and Buenos Aires. In 1930, Louis Vuitton introduced the Keepall travel bag, allowing travelers to carry a complete set of equipment, such as a typewriter and accompanying documents. Later, a smaller version of the travel bag, Speedy, was designed, becoming Louis Vuitton's first family daily bag. In 1932, a champagne maker asked Georges Vuitton's son Gaston if he could make a bag that could conveniently carry wine and champagne. Later, the backpack that could hold 4 bottles of wine and then invert a 5th became Yves' famous bucket bag. In 1936, Georges Vuitton passed away and the company was taken over by the 3rd-generation heir Gaston. At this time, Yves' pursuit of luxury reached its peak, but sales began to decline significantly. In 1984, Louis Vuitton stocks were listed on both the Paris and New York stock markets, marking the transformation of this legendary family business into a modern enterprise. Business management gradually came under the control of Bernard Arnault, the big boss of LVMH. Subsequently, the Vuitton family gradually withdrew from the management. Today, the Vuitton family plays a consulting role in the company, participating in the management of the family archives and the special handmade order workshop. They appear as family representatives when needed for speeches or craftsmanship demonstrations. In 1987, Louis Vuitton acquired Kenzo Perfumes and Givenchy Perfumes. In the same year, it merged with Moet Hennessy to become the world's largest luxury goods group. In 1997, the company's board decided to hire Marc Jacobs. Despite the challenges faced by Jacobs, who struggled with drug addiction and alcoholism during his 7-year tenure with Louis Vuitton, the union was a perfect match for the fashion world. Starting in 1998, Jacobs implemented a from-scratch minimalist philosophy. For example, he added small metal decorations to traditional monogram products. Louis Vuitton has always been a symbol of social status, said Marc Jacobs, but now it has become more sexy and enticing. This creativity revived LV's declining sales on the luxury path, generating nearly $300 million in revenue in the first year. In the global fashion world, the late 1990s saw a shift from noble royal styles to youth and vitality. Entering the new century, in 2003, Louis Vuitton introduced a colorful intertwined letter pattern, a collaboration between Louis Vuitton and Japanese artist Takashi Murakami, featuring 33 colors printed on a black and white canvas. In 2006, Louis Vuitton released 2 new patterns, Monogram Mini Lin and Damier Azur. While Monogram Mini Lin is now rarely seen, Damier Azur is almost ubiquitous on every small bag, inspired by the southern coast of France and suitable for summer use. In 2007, Louis Vuitton launched a unique bag, the Neverfull, which was robust and versatile, becoming the best-selling product in the company's history shortly after its release. In 2013, Nicolas Ghesquière succeeded Marc Jacobs as the new artistic director. Under his leadership, the design inspiration from Louis Vuitton's initial luggage trunk, the Petite Malle, drove the fashion world crazy upon its debut. In 2017, the LVMH became the world's largest luxury goods manufacturer, with annual sales of €42.6 billion and a profit increase of up to 18%. In the same year, the LV and Supreme collaboration series contributed 23% to its profit growth in the first half of the year. Having tasted the sweetness brought by streetwear, Louis Vuitton announced on March 26, 2018, via its official Twitter, that the founder of Off-White, Virgil Abloh, would be the artistic director for Evolve Menswear. This Ghanaian American designer born in 1980 is often referred to as the king of cross-border. Although there were rumors in the fashion industry that Abloh might take over Bulgari or Versace, no one guessed that he would directly take over LV. In the 164 years of its development, LV has been copied by the world for almost the same period. It sued Carrefour and had legal disputes with IKEA. In every LV store, ancient rectangular travel trunks are displayed. Although many people lament the high price of LV, wearing LV is more about experiencing the heritage of history.